Okay. I'm back right now. Let's see how it is.
Everyone's still there, right?
I'm here.
My thing just...
Yeah, I mean, this is a monster. Look at the size of it.
Yeah.
And it weighs, 50 pounds. How do you swing it around to kill somebody?
That's the point.
You barely pick it up.
Well, I got all those over there. I got another one up here. I got another one sitting up there. I got 2 different axes up there. I got this here. I have 3 bows up there. I have 2 rifles. It's Charlie's whole weapons. And of course, there's only knives. All right, did you get it fixed, Travis?
Yeah. I'm getting better latency.
All right.
Yeah.
I literally just sent
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you guys ready?
Mm-hmm. I'm ready.
To level up.
It's really hot in here.
So, if I remember correctly, where you guys left off, you had just gotten done with the necromancer that you killed over toward Ratmore. The forest, all the crazy stuff happened. And to anyone who's watching the stream, because all that got lost in the cyberspace because something glitched out.
Don't worry, I'm writing the second part.
You're writing it down, I know. To get people caught back up to speed, you guys went to deal with the druids. You got there. It turns out that there was a necromancer, the orc that you guys had met. Crazy stuff happened. Massive fight. Your legs are now tentacle spring.
Yeah. Hey, you guys want to hear the loudest fan in the world?
5 minutes, we will have cherry pie coming out of the...
By the way, yes. Balazar, your legs are still tentacles.
Sound like... I forgot to bring up my character sheet.
Yeah, I know. He was asking about streaming.
I'm not sure in it. I'm not sure.
All right. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened when you guys left off. You just got rewards from the lord of the town as well as the cleric.
The talking bow.
Yes, the talking bow that you picked up. And you guys are currently just kind of off to do what you want to. You know, you've just gotten out of the treasury. You took your things. The lord of the town thanked you, and that's when we would stop.
Oh yeah, don't hurt my freaking bag.
What was that, Frank?
And then my dagger.
You guys are kind of free to do what you want at the moment. You're not really held to anything. It's starting to roll into the nighttime. You guys are offered a room board at the tavern.
Yo, Aaron, who's in the background there?
Just my brother. And a couple
Okay.
other people. You hear them?
Well, it's just kind of affecting your mic quality, as you said. That's all, you know.
Alright.
You're sounding a little marbly for a while.
Alright. So, I do believe we have a location we do need to go to. A Moldova next to Dova Lake.
Dova Lake.
Dova.
Let me bring up
It
the
was one of
map.
the possible places that you guys could go to if you wanted to.
You said it's nighttime, right?
It is nighttime at the moment.
To the tavern to get drunk and sleep. And some pleasure.
Oh, maybe you.
Yeah, let the bard go do his stuff, okay?
I think I'll just wait in my room. I don't think these people are ready for my, condition.
It's happy hour for the bard.
I might even go into the woods and get some happy hour.
We'll watch that bard.
Back some beer or
Anyway.
something.
Before you do split off, the cleric at the town, she does remind you that you guys originally had come here because you were looking for a cure for vampirism.
Yep. She gave me a copy of her book.
Yeah, she gave you a copy of her notes, but she says, from what I can understand, there's a few ingredients that I would need for something like this. They would include stuff like garlic, which we have plenty of, but I also need nightshade. I need blood from a vampire foxtail, and she looks at the paladin and says, I also am going to need some of your blood.
Oh,
It says your blood or just the blood of any of the paladins.
Okay.
Oh,
I just
So,
let's just
garlic.
for the ingredients, believe me.
Well, you can't use my blood. I'm not a real paladin. So
Nightshade.
Not a real
Vampire
paladin.
blood.
Can't use mine.
Vampire blood, the blood from a paladin, foxtail,
And-
nightshade, and garlic is what she says she needs.
And a foxtail. Alright.
Not foxtail as in a fox's tail. Foxtail as in the plant foxtail. It's a type of grass.
I've actually ran into things of that sort before in other games, so
Don't worry. I'll try not to set any foxtails on fire.
Yeah, please don't burn down the forest, Salazar.
I'll try not to set it on fire.
alright, so garlic, a
Why don't you
graveyard
wanna
plant,
Fire.
and
I'd also want to get your
Alright.
Fire.
Yeah.
I'm done referencing that.
the other two I can get hit while people are sleeping.
What was that? I'm double checking what I just heard. Repeat that.
The most obvious part is the pally blood I could get while someone's asleep.
Remember, I'm not a real paladin anymore. I'm a
He's
disgraced
also
paladin, so it doesn't
lawful
count.
evil. He's lawful evil. You're gonna need the blood from a true paladin.
Spinkles sleeps around.
Oh,
Balasar goes into his bed, clutching his ball.
so I take it you guys want to go to the tavern.
Yes, we're going to get drunk.
All right. You guys go to the tavern because you guys have done all this work for the town, kind of saved their asses. They offer you free room and board, drinks, everything. Within reason.
I guess I'll come to the tavern, but if anyone freaks out, you know why. I just wiggle my tentacles.
You know, we can start pimping him out and seeing if we can get girls happy.
I'll just observe you doing that, okay?
Exactly where this is going.
Well, you guys hit the tavern, sit down. There's plenty of people here in the bar, the bar region of the tavern. There's drinks, there's men, there's women, there's all kinds of stuff. Different races, various little figures moving around, different heights, all that little spiel. Actually, quite a few of them, though, do look quite plagued from the plague that has been going through the town, as well as the famine from the tainted soil, which you guys luckily have fixed the tainted soil, but there is still a plague in this town.
In which the priestess is working on fixing.
On trying to fix the plague, which is her main concern, which is why she just gave you that book.
I'm so happy we helped the plant people.
Well, if you plant people, did help the plant people. You already did help the plant people.
I just remembered something.
They gave you that flower, which you gave to the cleric, and she's using that flower to cure the plague.
I just remembered something. Last time I said I wanted to become a half fighter, so can I just look around the tavern to see if I find anyone who knows the way?
Bar fight!
Oh, not. That's one way to find a fighter. It's one way to find a fighter, but it's also a nice way to find a bottle in your eye.
Well, I mean, it's your decision. If you want to walk up to people and go, "Hey, are you a fighter?" or if you want to punch them across the face and see who fights them.
I'll look around for people who have armor and swords.
All right. Well, you guys are
Nice.
looking past Spankles, hitting on all the barmaids.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if one of them's a fighter.
He gets a couple yeses, mostly no's.
Hey, at least I got some yeses.
Got some yeses out of this. Spankles is
Surprisingly.
out tonight. But you gaze around, trying to see if there's anyone that had just covered in weapons, armor, things like that. but nothing really catches your eye too much that would be described under that kind of a description.
Other than the 3 that just walked in like us.
Pretty much, you're the only three in here that really say adventurer.
Well, no wonder this town's in bad shape. There's not a single fighter here.
Not that you can see, at least.
Or at least none that are like us.
Well, I mean, you're always free to just like punch someone in the face and see how they react.
Well, for the last time, I'm not gonna do that.
I think we should. We'll find it. We'll find the person we're looking for easily.
Yeah, have I guys ever told you? I don't think I've ever told you this, but I've always wanted to be a fighter, honestly. Paladin's it's just not for me, you know? Know what I'm saying?
I love the characters.
Oh, okay, good.
Personal.
Yeah.
But you
I don't see a single one here, so
Anything from right now, I think there's 3 going to do anywhere from 10 to 20.
But you're the only holy guy we have.
wait, what?
You're the only one in the group that has decent morals besides the cleric. You got the druid who's just constantly drunk and makes no sense. You got the
Neutral.
monk who's just trying to sleep with everything. And then
Hey.
you got the cleric. Who's enough said, it's a cleric.
Yep.
I'll take another point. I just flick a little piece of gold onto the table with my tentacle.
Which one? Your 3rd leg?
Usually, like,
Yes.
they drop a piece of gold on the table. And they bring you a drink. They bring you several drinks.
Oh,
Yeah, get us drunk.
definitely need a drink after what I just been through.
The bartender that sets it on looks down at your leg, looks up at you, looks at your legs, and go, "Yeah, I'll say it definitely looks like you've gone through a bit."
At least I got cheese out of it.
Your pocket
Yeah,
is full of cheese.
I forgot to add that to my inventory.
Yes, you are currently carrying 5 pounds of cheese on you.
Remember
That's a lot of
Shagoraf?
cheese.
So it's not just one type of cheese. It's like 5 pounds of like all kinds of random cheese, including cheese you've never seen before. And you're pretty sure one of the cubes of cheese is looking at you.
Is it just me or is that cheese staring at me? Yeah, whatever.
You eat the delicious cheese. Despite the fact it was just staring at you, it's quite delicious. Tastes
better than demon eyes.
Tastes very, very strangely whiskey. You don't know why, despite being cheese. Anyway, so you guys are just calmly sitting here talking to each other about this. Spankles comes back with like 9 people kind of around him.
Me and the babes are going for some fun time.
It's just like you and like 3 different races of like 3 different genders. You're not really sure on 2 of them.
Well, trisexual, try anything.
Dear.
Freak of nature.
Those weirdos go walking off, so that leaves Cleric and Balazar just sitting down there in the tavern.
Yeah.
I'm like holding like a bunch of beer kegs. I mean, beer
Yeah,
mugs,
pretty
like,
much. That one gold can get you quite a bit.
I just have like 2 in my arms, 2 in my tentacles.
Just 2 in each tentacle, just kind of like through the handle of the glass.
Not even a little tipsy.
So, again, you're just sitting there, kind of drinking, passing the time. Nothing really too interesting happens through the night. If you want to spend the night reading through the cleric's research notes, you're more than welcome to. But other than that, there's not really too much unless you want to ask around, look around, try to find trouble. I mean, it's up to you. It's an open world.
They're going to find trouble while I'm sleeping with trouble. Yeah.
Lord. So what do you guys want to do, Balazar and Crestbraid?
I already have something for me to do.
Okay,
Drunk.
you're gonna hit face. So Clark, what are you doing?
I think I'll just turn in for the night.
All right. So you head up there. You
I
go.
want my room next to his.
Your room is next to his.
What do I
Yes.
hear?
Oh yeah, you hear sounds that you can't quite describe. Just screaming coming from there occasionally. Weird sounds. Spankle's screaming at the top of his lungs once or twice, and for some reason a dog a cow. You're not.
Dear, oh dear.
But
I think I heard my stepmom.
Brown, you guys pay for the. God damn it.
Well, that was fun. I guess I'll just head back home now. I'll be on my way back to my home, the dingy city with the one that, the one that eats gnomes. Just on my way back home
You leave your room,
to the city.
head out of there.
Yeah,
As you guys leave the room, you're greeted by he's standing outside of your guys' rooms. And you're greeted by this man. He's wearing some half-decent armor on him. It looks to be made of ring mail almost. It's very elaborately decorated. A few gold traces in it. There's no banners, no sigils or anything. He's wearing a dark cloak that goes over him, but his face is completely visible. You can tell he's an elf of some kind. And he watches you as you walk out, and as soon as you all take your step out, he holds his hand out and he says, "Stop for a second."
Did I forget my pants this time?
I don't know. Roll D100. See if you're missing your hand.
If I misplace my kill, let's see. That is a 53.
53. You're missing your pants again.
Oh my.
You're missing your pants, and it's like just kind of hanging down there. The elf does not seem impressed, though. You are a gnome, so.
I know.
But this elf, the elf looked at you as you walk out. Are you the adventurers that are responsible for Solto Prison, Alato Prison?
What prison?
The dragon dude is. I don't know who you talking about.
Wait, what prison?
It says Alato Prison. It's a prison down in the kingdom of Solto. There was a bit of a prison riot that had happened, and a small group of adventurers were hired on to take care of it. And they were directed toward this town after several accusations and questionings.
I haven't been to Solto in years. I don't know what the heck. What do you mean, a few adventurers going? Wait a minute. I look over at you two.
The elf looks at you guys.
Yes, we were involved with that.
I walked back into my room and shut the door.
Don't forget your pants.
Greggle shuts the door, slams it, puts like 9 different locks on it. Like I said, if you have any questions or anything, I can help you out with those. Anyway,
Puts on 9. Puts on
Respirate.
puts on 9 logs. Puts on 0 pants.
Pretty much.
The elf looks at Crestbrain and says, "Well, you're the only one still standing here."
Indeed.
You're on.
So what is he asking me?
The elf is looking at you. He was responsible for that whole incident at Alato Prison involving the ending of the prison riot and a so-rumored Hydra.
Yeah, how did that play out? Yeah, what were the results of all of that? I remember the king sent a regiment over there, right?
Yes, the king, the elf says the king of Salto said he was going to personally attend to this Hydra, but when they arrived at the prison, there was no Hydra to be found. I'm curious about that, and like I said, after plenty of accusations, I want to. And I've been told that the group that was responsible for that was a dwarf, a gnome, and a human. You fit the bill minus the dwarf, but care to answer that if you are them.
Okay.
He says, my name is
So what you're
says,
saying is
"Hello,
that.
my name
So what you're saying is this group is held responsible for the Hydra getting out?
No, we're not saying that the group is just getting out. We're just responsible for aiding the prison and ending the conflict. It just the Hydra got out.
Can I pop my head out of the Adventures?
One of them was named Captain.
Captain Spongles and Gerbil Cursebird.
Yeah, those
never
names
heard of
don't ring a bell at all. Those sound
Never
like
heard of
strange
them.
names.
He says no. He says I was not able to get the names. I know one of the names, and that was Captain Spankles. Would that perhaps be the gnome?
Shit.
Just from the room that's going in, I'm assuming. He says, anyway, I forgot my introduction. He says, my name is Telron. I am an elven warrior from Titan's Land, a traveling adventurer of sorts. But
Oh,
been,
anyway, nice to meet you. But I'm afraid I don't know what group you're talking about.
he says, well, that's a shame because he says that's quite the shame because I was hoping to have run into him because it appears that Hydra is in Del Lake. And judging from the fact that they had survived this Hydra, I was hoping maybe they could survive it again and help me deal with the problem. Hydra is causing havoc in Biltmore. Every time that the army shows up to deal with this Hydra, it disappears again in Del Lake.
Hydra?
A Hydra, three-headed Hydra.
So you want us to?
Well, you guys are on your own. I'm out of here.
So you
Bye.
want this band of adventurers to go into the lake and deal with the Hydra?
I'm out here.
At least help with the more thing is how they already survived it once.
They ran away from it. That's how they survived.
He says, "Oh, really? They ran away from it." Well, then, seeing that there's a few things in the history books that would need to be changed. Well, he says, nevertheless, you guys seem capable. Would you be willing to help me out with this? Of course, you'd be handsomely rewarded.
Why, yes, I do believe I need to talk to my comrade. Quick, guys, quick.
Oh,
You guys go into the room with him.
Fighters there.
The bedroom full of random mass people. Yes.
You guys go in there. I need to talk to this guy for a bit.
Yo, Dragon, we need you for a conversation.
This is why. Are you interested in becoming one?
Yeah, I kind of chose the wrong profession. I'm not really into the whole paladin thing. Apparently, you have to have some sort of code and not steal from commoners.